Hello and welcome to another Black Talk Radio News commentary. My name is Scotty Reed, broadcasting from behind the enemy lines of USA Inc. I just want to share some commentary on a Black Fathers group that I was a member of. Well, I'm still a member right now, but as soon as I submit another post, I will be withdrawing my membership from this group because I just cannot belong to a Black Fathers group that censors posts talking about racism, especially with 90,000 black men who should be having the talk with their black children in a system practicing racism and white supremacy with all of this police brutality disproportionately affecting black people, including black children. I mean, I just saw a story. I can't remember what state it was in, but it was a story where somebody's black son was being thrown to the concrete by a school resource officer, a slave catcher. So I had suspected. I had actually made a post on my profile on Facebook saying that I wonder why my post hadn't been approved. I don't know if these people allow posts on racism or not. I just simply don't understand. I just refuse to believe that a group with 90,000 black fathers, that none of these black fathers are raising the issue of racism concerning their children. I just can't believe it. So it has to be an administrative decision to prevent these posts. But don't believe me. I'll show it to you in a minute. But first, let's go to my confirmation that the admin team of Black Fathers has declined my post. Now, did I go in here belligerently talking about I hate white people or I hate the USA or whatever? No. I shared the story of a black father who went to a school board, yet another black father. It hasn't been that many, so let me not give that impression, but another black father who has gone to school board, a K through 12 school board, telling lies about critical race theory and blaming a legal theory in academia at the college level for keeping racism on life support. This is a fake movement by conservative operatives. I don't know if they're paying this black men and the other black men, because I haven't seen any black women. I just seen black men. I don't know if these people are being paid to go in and put on these performances and tell these lies about critical race theory. I would have hoped I would have got some feedback, but I didn't get any feedback other than it saying political and religious posts aren't allowed. This has to do with education. This has to do with racism. So do Black Fathers group admins consider racism to be a political issue? I thought it was a social issue. I thought a lot of black parents have to deal with racism concerning their children. So I just thought, I just find it kind of odd that you would have a group like this would censor topics on racism and throw them under the category of politics. This had nothing to do with politics. This has to do with racism, okay? A social construct. This has to do with the mistreatment of black children. Has nothing to do with politics. Has nothing to do with religion. So just as I suspected, this is not the group for me. I mean, just the other day we had somebody in there in a approved post talking about, I think that we black fathers could learn a lot from watching the Cosby Show on how to parent our children. Man, get out of here with that. Unless you came from a household of abusive parents and what have you, why would you not be learning from your own parents, from your aunts and your uncles, from your families? Is your family that bad that you got to look to a fictional character on television on how to raise your children? Not only a fictional character in Cliff Huxtable, but he's a doctor, the wife's a nurse, an attorney. They living in a brownstone. And you know that ain't the reality for most black people in the United States with this ever-increasing wealth gap. I'm not saying it. The statisticians are showing it to us. So yeah, I do wish I could stick around and help out some of the younger fellas when they asking about issues concerning their children and what have you. But I'm not seeing anything of substance, so I'll just bow out. But I just really think it's terrible, you know, that this group would do that. I'm not editing my posts. It has nothing to do with politics. How do we explain to our children and grandchildren why all these black fathers are coming out to K through 12 school board meetings to claim that critical race theory is why racism exists and proclaim that they are not oppressed as individuals? Where's the politics? Did I tell anybody to vote for anyone? Huh? Did I do that? We can't talk about the school board. I know that is a political position where people run for office. But come on, man, this is a big part of our children's lives, and you're going to censor speech on this? This is crazy, man. No, I will not participate in this garbage. But I had just said something to one of my friends about it. Let me see, where was it? Where this was brought up. Let me just go to my page, profile page, and you'll see I was just predicting that this might be the case, that they're censoring speech on racism. So I'm in the Black Fathers group, and while I think it is constructive in allowing members to ask for advice with situations they dealing with concerning children, I am noticing this group does not talk about racism at all. I don't know if members are sharing racist incidents concerning their children or not, and just not getting their post approved. But I find it hard to believe out of 90,000+ black fathers, the topic isn't coming up. I think it is being suppressed, and instead we get nonsense on getting our parenting advice from fictional TV characters and giving pound cake speeches to one another. So one of my friends, one of my Facebook associates said that it is being suppressed by the group admins. I am also in a few black father groups, and none of my racism post submissions get approved. I since left 2 of these groups because admins are, of course, allowed to run their pages like they want to. I wholeheartedly agree, and that's why I'll be withdrawing my membership, and I will be making this video public, because how can you call yourself preparing and helping black fathers and ignoring the issue of racism? Somebody make it make sense to me. It makes no sense whatsoever. But like he said, it's their group. They run it how they want to. I just won't be a part of it. All right, this has been Scotty Reed with another Black Talk Radio News commentary. Please continue to support the production of independent black media. Make a donation today, a tax-deductible donation today, to the Black Talk Media Project. Peace and blessings to all.